Need to package your FastMCP server's configuration for sharing, deployment, or version control, but tired of manually reconstructing the same setup across environments? You'll see how to generate a complete MCP JSON configuration in one command, with the server name as the root key and all dependencies included. We'll output it to stdout for piping to a file, or use copy to send it straight to your clipboard, with clear error messages if dependencies like paperclip are missing.
#generate configuration and output to stdout. FastMCP install MCP JSON server. Hi server name dice roller with pandas. #copy configuration to clipboard for easy pasting. FastMCP install MCP JSON server. Hi server name dice roller copy.
This demonstrates the infrastructure as code pattern for AI server deployment. The commands generate standardized MCP JSON configurations that encapsulate all runtime requirements, dependencies, execution context, and environment variables, while keeping them separate from your implementation code. The distinctive aspect is how it transforms a Python script into a portable, self-contained tool definition that any MCP-compatible client can consume. The pattern works by converting imperative setup steps into a declarative manifest, where the server name becomes the root key in the generated JSON structure. The configuration includes explicit sections for command execution, arguments, dependencies, and environment variables, following the same schema that clients like Cursor use in their MCP servers object. When you pipe the output to a file or clipboard, you create a reusable artifact that maintains consistency across development, testing, and production environments. This approach eliminates environment-specific configuration drift by codifying all requirements in a single, version-controllable file. The trade-off of initial setup complexity pays dividends in reproducibility, particularly valuable when integrating with AI clients that require isolated execution environments. If dependencies like paperclip are missing for the copy operation, the tool provides clear error messages with installation instructions rather than failing silently. Let's break it down line by line.
#generate configuration and output to stdout. FastMCP install MCP JSON server. Hi server name dice roller with pandas.
Generates a FastMCP JSON configuration for server Pi using dice roller as the root key in the output structure and explicitly including pandas as a dependency. The command outputs to stdout for piping to files or other tools, following the pattern FastMCP install MCP JSON server Pi MCP config JSON from the official docs. The configuration bundles all dependencies, environment variables, and execution context in a declarative format that ensures consistent behavior across development, staging, and production. If you add copy, it copies the config to clipboard or shows an error with paperclip installation instructions if missing.
#copy configuration to clipboard for easy pasting. FastMCP install MCP JSON server. Hi server name dice roller copy.
The copy flag automatically copies the generated MCP configuration to your clipboard, requiring paperclip, which shows installation instructions if missing. It uses the server name as the root key in the structured JSON output, which includes command arguments, dependencies like pandas, and environment context. This follows FastMCP's declarative configuration as code pattern, where the same JSON can be piped to a file, FastMCP install MCP JSON server, Pi config JSON, or loaded directly into MCP clients via their MCP servers object. The output maintains consistent structure with command, args, and env sections for portable deployment. FastMCP deployment configuration. The MCP JSON command transforms Python scripts into portable MCP configurations, capturing execution context, dependencies, and environment variables in a single declarative JSON structure that works identically across development and production environments. The copy flag shows a clear error message with installation instructions if Paperclip isn't available, ensuring you never lose configuration data silently. Server names become root keys in the generated JSON, creating self-documenting configurations that match MCP client expectations exactly.
The perfect deployment configuration is the one that disappears completely, leaving only the running server as proof it ever existed.